So, people say that you shouldn't drink certain things throughout the year. And what I mean by that is like, you don't drink reds when it's hot outside. You don't drink whites when it's cold outside. Yeah, you know what? The one thing you can always drink all year long, regardless of what the hell people think, is rosé. I've got one. Stay tuned. I bet you saw this shirt and was like, oh, he's got a white wine. Bust out the rosé, and I tricked you. Anyway, this is the Milbrandt Vineyards 2018 Rosé. It's 2018, 12.5% alcohol by volume, and it is $15 at the, well, I guess the online store, I should say, and screw top plus one. So, let's get into this wine. Oh, so that's an interesting note already. You are not pink, you are salmon, medium salmon, no artifacts, no cloudiness. But there are little tiny bubbles. I love it when, so like I get this more out of screw tops for some reason than I do normal corked wines. And that's where I'll unseal it and I will pour it and I get little teeny tiny bubbles and then they go away pretty quickly, but they're there, and I just typically notice it happens on screw tops more than corks. I don't know if there's anything about that or what, or if I'm just insane because it's really late while I'm shooting this video, but regardless, yeah. All right, so let's get into the nose. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of strawberry, raspberry, hint of watermelon, a little bit of bubblegum, a lot of red and candied red notes, a little bit of cherry, tiny hint of cottage cheese. So I'm wondering if there's a little MLF on this. If not, then I really need to get better at washing my glassware. And there is a herbaceousness to it, but I'm gonna say it's maybe thyme. I'm gonna lean towards thyme. There's just a little bit of that kind of note. Anyway, so let's taste it. A medium plus body. Very creamy wine. Very creamy wine. Medium plus acid. Medium alcohol. Man, I feel like I'm chewing on strawberries. It just keeps going. I'm going. Yeah, so if you like wines that have a noticeable amount of strawberry to them, this is gonna be it. You get a little bit of the watermelon, specifically like a watermelon rind at the mid palate going into the finish. The bubblegum touches up front, goes away. Watermelon all throughout, raspberry. I would say raspberry in the finish, but it lends itself to the strawberry. Like I said, the strawberry is a really dominant flavor in this wine. There's a little bit of a grassy note to it that shows up on the mid palate and goes away before the finish. And the herbaceousness shows up in the finish as well, but everything really just kind of lends itself over to that. And it's just, I just did a sound effect over to that that strawberry note that's just really dominant in this wine. So after tasting it, let's get to the evaluation after I taste it one more time. Hold on. All right, so balance. Balance, you're in balance. You have the right amount of body, you have a reasonable amount of acid, probably medium plus on the acid. You have, the flavors are working, the alcohol's not too high. I think you're pretty balanced. Length, gonna give you half a point. You have a medium finish. Intensity, gonna give you half a point. I'm getting a lot of red fruit notes. I wish I would have had more secondary, maybe even a hint of tertiary, even though it's 2018, so I kind of have to push that aside. Maybe a little bit more secondary notes, and I would have liked to have a little more MLF. I got a hint of that cottage cheese on the nose and on the palate, and I honestly would have liked to have a little more of those dairy notes. And finally, the complexity. You have a lot of red, hint of the MLF, maybe some tertiary with that grassiness, and I'm gonna give you half a point on that. All right, so ultimately that brings you up to 2.5 points. I'm gonna lean towards good on this one. If you were in the $9 range, $8 to $10 range, I would say you were very good. However, you're 15 bucks. You're not a bad wine. As it is, I'm probably gonna go downstairs and enjoy you watching John Wick 3 because just Keanu Reeves is the man. He's been the man forever, y'all. Anyway, he's breathtaking. But I think this wine has the potential to age some, maybe develop itself a little bit. I would say probably 3 to 4 years on this rosé. You're gonna get some notes, and then after that, I wouldn't hold on to it any longer. On that note, letting it age for a little while could help you in terms of adding some complexity. That could bump it into very good, but I mean, even if you open it out, it is a good wine. Anyway, this is Mr. with Wine on the Dime. If you liked today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you had the 2018 Milbrandt Vineyards Rosé? I'd be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and I will see you all again soon with another episode from Wine on the Dime. T-shirts in the description below. Bye.